Hi, I'm Rich Kuchman with Strategic Self-Reliance and Defense, and in today's video we're going to continue the March PAWS acronym from the TCCC course, the Tactical Combat Casualty Care course, or the Tactical Emergency Casualty Care course. Last time we covered P, pain management, in the March PAWS acronym. Today we're going to cover antibiotics, or A, the A, antibiotics part of it. Remember, March PAWS acronym is used in tactical field care. It's essentially the treatment plan, the priority list, how you approach a casualty. M, massive hemorrhage. A, airway. R, respirations. C, circulation shock. H, hypothermia, head injury. We covered last time P, which is pain management, and now A is antibiotics. All right. So first question, or the first comment, I guess. Why would we bother taking antibiotics now, right? Remember this course, TCCC, the Combat Wound Pill Pack, which I described last time, right? My little Combat Wound Pill Pack, is designed for soldiers on the battlefield, soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines on the battlefield. Where evacuation, although evacuation is very fast these days, but still there could be a delay. So we've given these folks on the battlefield a combat wound pill pack. They get injured, they take the pills. I'm assuming they're awake, alert, able to swallow. All right. As we mentioned last time, it was the pain pills were Tylenol and a medication called Mobic. I've simply substituted Motrin in mine because it's non-prescription. So Tylenol and Motrin for pain control. Antibiotics. We start antibiotics early in the field because it helps prevent wound infections. Okay? The battlefield's a dirty place. Sailors, soldiers, airmen, and Marines are dirty people. They're out on the battlefield. It might be a week or two since they've last had a shower. The soil contains all kinds of organisms that should not be in the body because they cause wound infections. Lots of reasons. So the idea is to get that first dose of antibiotic on board quickly. So the military's version of the combat wound pill pack has a medication called moxifloxacin. It's a fluoroquinolone. It's a broad spectrum antibiotic. If you've ever taken ciprofloxacin, it's very similar. Again, the idea here is get that first dose of antibiotics on board quickly, right? As soon as you can, right after the injury. I didn't have moxifloxacin. I had a prescription for ciprofloxacin. Again, they're related. They're broad spectrum fluoroquinolones. Covers a lot of organisms. That's what I have in my combat wound pill pack. 500 milligrams of Cipro. Right. So again, the idea is you get injured, you take that gunshot wound on the battlefield, you stop the bleeding, you go through the march, part of the acronym. You open up your combat wound pill pack, you take the whole assortment of pills. So in my case, this is 4 Motrin tablets, 2 Tylenol tablets, and 1 antibiotic, 1 Cipro. All right, so that's a total of what, 7 pills. I swallow 7 pills. If it's Mobic you're taking, it's really just 4. It's 1 antibiotic, 1 Mobic, and 2 Tylenol. All right, so a couple comments about antibiotics. 1, make sure you're not allergic to it. Right? You should not be taking medications you're allergic to or you're sensitive to. You should not be taking antibiotics that are prescribed to somebody else. They should be your antibiotics. You can't go out and get antibiotics without a prescription, so you're going to have to talk to your doctor. Right? Don't think, well, I had those antibiotics from the last time I had a earache and I didn't take them all, so I'm going to put these in the combat wound pill pack. Well, 2 errors there. 1, you should have finished the antibiotics the first time, because when you don't finish your course of antibiotics, it leads to resistance in organisms and in bacteria. So you always finish your antibiotics. 2, is that the right antibiotic? Is it expired? Right? Antibiotics have a shelf life. Was it stored properly? Lots of considerations. So just talk to your provider. Talk to your doctor. Say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Will you prescribe me some Cipro or some moxifloxacin or whatever you think works best, you and your doctor? Like I said, I got Cipro. So prescription, don't take other meds from other people. Um, don't take them if you're allergic. Make sure you write down the expiration date. Make sure you store them properly. Um, if all that's taken care of, take them upon injury, right? At the point of injury, take your combat wound pill pack. Make sure you let whoever know, right? You get to the ER after you've cut off your toe with your half your toe with your or half your foot with your chainsaw. Make sure you let the ER know what you've taken. Hey, I took 800 Motrin, a gram of Tylenol, and I took a 500 tablet of Cipro before I got here. So they know what you've taken, and they'll plan accordingly. They'll do what they want to do, right? And whatever, let's say the same scenario. You cut off half your foot with a chainsaw. You took your combat wound pull pack. You got to the ER. They took care of you. Um, they send you home now with a course of antibiotics. Like I said earlier, finish those antibiotics. If they gave you 7 days, take all 7 days. Because we have enough problems with multi-resistant drug organisms, MRDOs, things like MRSA, right? VRE. We've got some really super bugs out there that are hard to kill, and this has come about from overuse of prescription antibiotics, and then again, people not finishing their antibiotics, and these bacteria not getting wiped out, and they develop resistance. So that's enough for today with antibiotics. All right, I kind of covered it all. If you ever have questions about these medications, you want to talk to your physician, talk to your doctor. All right. So just let them know what you're trying to do. All right. Again, my name's Rich Kuchman. That's it for today. Next time we're going to continue. We'll continue with the wound management part of the PAWS acronym. And until then, hope to see you in class.